Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you are all doing good. The weekend is starting, so welcome. And about tomorrow's live stream, I will probably start about an hour later than usually. I will see about it because that's my weekend with my little one, so I will probably start 1 hour later, just to give you a heads up. And now, welcome in the chat. Who do I see? I'm Peaceful Gamer, James Clayton, Spiteful Angel, Patricia Barden, Kai Kloman, Radrob, James Clayton. I think I read that again. Eric Brandt, PDM, Adefion Jack, Michael Yost, RHPS, Dirty Player, DKP God, Suika, Xlanch, The Arena Uncensored, Alufool, Rick, Jarmarillo, Benji Meister, Kieran Russell, TFE Archive, John Tillotson, Speedster, and Rauno Cultcap. Welcome! So nice to see you all in here. And yes, earlier today I uploaded the guide how to use custom ini settings with some useful settings and how to step up the graphic game a little bit for Fallout 76. If you have any questions about it, I'm happy to answer. I was trying to include as much as possible. As well, I'm surprised that there are actually comments asking for FPS, like performance improvement guide for optimization. I'm honestly surprised as this game is 5 years old, so I was quite certain that by this point everyone's game is running at least 60 FPS. And for me personally, if I have a game that can run 60 FPS plus, I don't like reducing my graphical settings to get up to like 120 or so on, unless it's a competitive game when you need to win a leaderboard. But if it's the game for enjoyment, as long as I have 60 FPS, I'm good. After that point, I like increasing graphical settings rather than aiming for more FPS. But there are comments saying that the guide may be needed, so I will try to revisit this topic and see how much you can nuke Fallout 76 graphics to squeeze in some extra performance. What? Rascal, it help you triple your FPS indirectly? How do you indirectly triple FPS? Good one. Indirectly tripling FPS. Where I'm from, I live in United Kingdom, but originally I'm from Poland. That's where my accent is from. What? Your CPU was 100% utilized? How SteelSeries was contributed to that, Rascal? We have some interesting situation there. Oh, Benji, you play on your old PC for 12 years? Oh, I never had a PC to live so long. So you need to take a good care of it. Think, in my case, the PC tends to die after about 5 years. There's something gonna burn after 5 years if I own a PC. So, yeah, I never had a situation. I didn't know the PC actually can live for 12 years. Oh, Philip, the stacking syringers, I don't think shooting twice with one syringer would work for 2 stacks. Did you test that? I'm pretty sure you need to have 4 separate syringers. Oh, Kitty Bear, you have 60 FPS, but that's on 4K monitor. So that's really good. Increasing resolution definitely adds a lot of load to the game. So if you can push 60 FPS at 4K, that's amazing. Oh, excellent saying playing on underpowered laptop at work. Okay. Good that you can at work. What's the What's the laptop? Does it have integrated graphic card or dedicated graphic card? So can Fallout even play on integrated? I would need to test that. My laptop for gaming for summertime when I'll be traveling, I went for ROG. I don't remember exact name. M16 at the end. So that's a very compact one, so I can easily travel with it. The one thing I'm not a big fan of the laptops, this 16 by 10 aspect ratio monitor, but I will live with that. Oh, you have recording thing on SteelSeries. Yeah, definitely switch it off for performance. Yeah, that's for sure. About the next update, season starting, it's nothing, still nothing confirmed. We need to wait for Sunday. There's a lot of speculations. My bet is Tuesday. Against the odds, I'm betting on Tuesday. Okay, if we pull a calendar, let me find it. Where is the calendar from Bethesda? Is it somewhere? I think under seasons page, it was there. Yeah. Let me pull a calendar. That's the calendar. So, where are we? June. Yes, we are in June. The coming week will be double mutations and legendary vendor sale. Another week is double score weekend. From June 20 to June 24th, double score weekend. That's the same week. The next week. Yeah, next week. So the week starting 13. 13 is Monday. Am I right? Me and dates. No. What? June 13 is. Oh, that's weekend. Okay. 13 is Thursday. Okay. Got it right now. Okay. 13 is Thursday. So week starting is 10th. So this week starting from 10th. So update always comes on Tuesdays. With one exception, I think, but it was long time ago that it happened on Wednesday. It was like one-time thing. Outside of that, it's always Tuesday for big updates. So Tuesday, it will be June 11th. So June 11th, there is nothing going on. Nothing. So they can release it there. There is no special week of any sort. There is nothing happening on Tuesday. After that, June 20, we have double score weekend. So if update would go on 18th, double score weekend will be very soon when update drops. They usually don't like to do it, so that will be for me indication that probably not. Other speculation is that this will be the last week for this season, but I have a problem with that. My problem with this theory that this is the last weekend for current season is that we did not receive during Atom Shop update a June item for Fallout First. It's unusual and it's only happening if next Tuesday is update. At least if we look back, it only happened, that's the only exception, if update was coming, the delay to Fallout First item. It was not happening in other circumstances, so that's why I think it's not true. And from June 25th, so if someone speculate that update's supposed to be on 25th, it's Fastnacht. It cannot be. You ask why it cannot be. It cannot be because whenever update introduces a new event, this new event will be run every hour on the hour. That will collide with Fastnacht. So they will need to do everything different if they want to choose any other date by June 11. So the only June 11th is the consistent date if we look at the calendar with all other updates. Of course, they could cancel event or switch it around. That's always a possibility. But if they are not switching anything around, then June 11th will be the update. And it's perfect if on 9th, so this Sunday on Xbox event, they will have segment about Fallout 76. They can tell everyone about latest update and announce that it's dropping on Tuesday. So that's my theory. There are other theories, but I just told you why I think those are not accurate. Everyone can have its own theory, so as I'm always saying, it's not confirmed. It's still speculation at this point, but that's how I see it. So I see the chat, the people betting on 18 and 25th. I am not. I'm 90% certain it's 11th. We'll know on Sunday anyway. So it's 2 days away, and everyone will know. So that's about update. It's time to answer your additional questions. Ask the Turtle section, so let's jump for that now. Ask the Turtle section. Is there a reason for us to stock up on canned dog food now that the Winnie Wagon is a reliable source of them? Is it as useful as coffee, birthday cakes, or company tea? The answer is no, and the only use case for me for dog food is daily and weekly challenges. That's it. Period. Daily and weekly challenges. Yes, we do have a per good doggy, but it's still nothing. Any other food without any perk does the same thing. So no, there is no use case. Unless you are role-playing as a dog in Fallout 76. If you are role-playing as a dog, then that's probably the food you should be eating. And then you can be a good doggy. But no, otherwise than that, no particular use case. Next, hey Turtle. I've been using your Capstash video to get my caps up, so thank you for that awesome video. My question is, do you have a video about where to find bubbleheads? I've had no luck trying to find them myself. I do have a video about magazine and bubblehead farming. The thing is, those spawn points, I have a map there and everything, those spawn points are not guaranteed. Bubbleheads and magazines have 20% chance to spawn whenever a person is entering the game cell in which those items can spawn. Therefore, yeah, it's a grind to look for particular ones. What Capstash video? I think it's referring to the video where I'm showing the route that you can run to collect a lot of Capstashes. Next, a lot of weapons will probably need to get re-reviewed after next patch, including shotguns and certain melees. But the one that intrigued me most was the Bash Mini. How did it feel during the PTS? Better or worse the chainsaw and auto axe, or somewhere in the middle? Worse. Assuming you are using a melee food buff and you are carnivore, auto axe and chainsaw perform way better than minigun. So minigun is courtesy weapon for heavy gunners without ammo, I would say. That's not amazing anymore. Does the Hellcat Power Armor special ability affect things like Ricochet at all? What calculation happens first? Not that Ricochet does any appreciable damage, mostly just interested. No, the Ricochet is the chance that enemy bullets will be deflected back to them. Unfortunately, enemies overall are doing very little damage, so even if they hit themselves back with this bullet, and I think there is some damage reduction on the way too, it's not really doing much. So trying to boost ricochet damage is a failed endeavor. It's not possible unless you are going for something like don't hit yourself build. But for that you need a pistol that does these electric explosions equipped. So I have this build, you can see how it works. That's the only way you can make use out of ricochet to kill enemies and not only tickle them. So you need that. Don't hit yourself build, that's the only way. Next, hello Turtle. Could you test whether the season pass is worth it money-wise? How do I test that? Like, that's so subjective. The season pass is worth it money-wise. It depends how much money you have. Generally, season pass, if you buy it for atoms, it's already greatly discounted as you are claiming atoms back that are followed first exclusive, which is pass exclusive atoms. Some atoms back, and you have way more rewards. If you consider atom shop prices, and you can grind to rank 100. I'm not even talking above 100, up to rank 100. It's a great discount comparing to buying stuff from Atom Shop. So that's what I can say. Other than that, subjective value of money, unfortunately, that's the world we live in. Some people have so much money that season pass is basically free. And some people struggle with money so badly that season pass is like crazy endeavor to get it. It's like season pass or food for next 3 days if you are unfortunate to live in very poor country. And even a PC may be a problem there or console. But let's say you have a console, you live in third world country, then that can be a problem. Next, hey Turtle. Can you test if Nerd Rage is working correctly, because I don't think it's giving the benefits? I think it was, but I can take a look. It used to work in the past, that's for sure, but you know, Bethesda, it's changing all the time, so without testing I cannot tell. I can do quick test later. The Dark Poet is saying, would be definitely interested in Turtle testing it, but did my own quick test and Pip-Boy damage increases from 106 to 120 and AP regen decreases to from 5 seconds. Oh, that's so AP regen increases. The time decreases. Got it. So it's working. It doesn't give flat damage. It depends on the weapon you are testing. 1 AP regen? What is 1 AP regen? I'm not sure. After the Alien Blaster nerf, I have started using a bloodied crit damage less AP cost Gamma Gun on my Gunslinger character. My question is about the electric signal carrier antenna. If I don't charge the shots, will I get less damage than if I hadn't installed a muzzle at all, or will I just deliver the extra energy damage if I'm patient enough to charge it? How it works for today, I wasn't using it for a while. In the past, it was possible to spam shots and still have some kind of bonus damage, but it could have changed. Charge-up weapons have been changed so many times in different aspects, so I don't really know today, as it was a while since I used the Gamma Gun. Does Bethesda want to keep working with custom words? They have not touched them since release and everyone's interest faded away. I'm still using it for my testing, so custom words for me are test words. I believe they should relocate those unused servers back to normal adventure. What are your opinions? I'm using custom words. I need them for testing. They can relocate resources. Please keep one custom word for me, Bethesda. I need it. Maybe a video acknowledging its usefulness as a role-playing group, builders, and future mod support. What I would rather give up is this special word, like a Butcher's Delight, Nuka something, a Builder's word. Just keep the custom and remove the rotating one that no one is using. Custom, at least you can switch the setting at your likings. The other ones, it's just random settings. Next. Hello to Turtle and his legions. There is no legions. How much is legion? I don't even know. 2 questions. I keep randomly losing all the 45 ammo I'm carrying when shooting the Elder's Mark. You mean shooting the ammo or like randomly losing? My ammo just suddenly goes to 0. And I confirm it doesn't go back into my ammo storage box. Are you aware of this possible bug? Never happened to me. I may have missed it, but I've been waiting for you to say something about the Starfield May update and the ship shield bug fix. I know this was your deal breaker with Starfield, but will you be exploring it again sometime soon? I appreciate you and your awesome content. I probably will, but I'm waiting for the next big update to follow. I will play that because I'm expecting it on Tuesday, and then I will try Starfield again. I was discouraged by the speed of delivering those critical fixes to Starfield. To be honest, the speed of fixes was even slower than with Fallout 76, and that's supposed to be a flagship game. So it's good to hear it's working now. I can return. Next. Hello, AT. When start Ship Squatch Day this year? I hope for tomorrow, because next weekend I'm gone and will not be able to participate. Honestly, for this year, I decided to move it a little bit later, and I wanted to do it if there will be nothing else happening on Saturday 22nd. So that's what I wanted to do it. Saturday 22nd, if that's okay. That's initial plan, to be confirmed next week, depending on update schedule from Bethesda. What are your expectations for video game showcase this month in and outside Xbox and Bethesda? I don't know much about new games. I would like to hear something about Starfield DLC. So that's other thing I was waiting for. When I was buying Starfield, I already paid for the first DLC. That was never released, so I hope I will finally receive the DLC I purchased. And of course, Fallout update. About the new games, I don't know what they are announcing. So I will be surprised. I have no clue. I will be watching. Next. Hi Turtle. Yo, INI isn't working at all. What did I do wrong? If my mods are still working but nothing else in the INI? Did you remove the sign in front of each line that you wanted to activate? So I intentionally make it do nothing when you copy it. So you just switch what you want to use. And it's definitely working for me. I assume you know how to create INI and the name, everything is correct. It should work. I tested it on my laptop and on my PC. It works on both. And that will conclude Ask the Turtle section. We'll be back there next week, of course, for more questions. In the meantime, if you do have any questions in the YouTube chat, I'm taking a look right now. Charging the Gauss shotgun is a trap. Yeah, that's true. Switch to third-person view and spam it, as explosive portion of Gauss shotgun is not affected by charging. And that's what you spec for if you are using Gauss shotgun. So Gauss shotgun truly is kind of a shotgun launcher. It's not a shotgun in standard definition of the word, as you don't use it this way. Yes, we can buy Season Pass with atoms. It costs 1500 atoms if you don't want to pay for Fallout first, but that's only ability to unlock. Like, it's just for unlocking those Season Pass rewards. It doesn't give you any Fallout first benefits outside of that. It is what the name says, Season Pass. Just let you unlock any rewards you want. You still need to grind for those points though, so it's not like free. Does Dot from Strangler add to Ricochet? Yes, but Strangler is so buggy and the amount of dot is so little, you will not really notice much of a difference, but yes. A little tiny bit of extra damage, yes. There is already season pass in game. They're not introducing it. It was introduced with last season. And it's instead of Followed First. If you already have Followed First, you don't need season pass. A season pass is included with Followed First. People still want Nuclear Winter. The problem with Nuclear Winter, it's way too easy to cheat in Nuclear Winter in Fallout. That's unfortunate. At least on PC, it's like impossible to stop cheaters if they want to come. The only way to stop cheaters would be charging more for Fallout as a game and then banning whoever is cheating, so there would be a cost of cheating. There is no other way. Hello there, Glenn Tarp. You like my chair? Thank you. I'm Overseer Turtle here, whenever I sit in my chair. Oh, you didn't remove the dash. Dash minus, however you see it. Like, I included it intentionally, as there is a lot of settings that I was showcasing in this video, and it's not really recommended to switch them all on. You're supposed to choose what you want and switch on. They are all of them in one file, so it's easy for you. Just copy it and you have them. With one click you can unlock them, but you shouldn't switch them all on. The game will look really weird if you do so. It will still work, but it will look really weird. Which one use Overdrive versus Psycho Buff? Overdrive for VATS, if you are hitting in VATS. Psycho Buff for anything that's not VATS. Yes, the Gauss shotgun will kill you if mobs get too close. The one solution to that, make sure you don't have Grenadier equipped if you are using Gauss shotgun in VATS, as VATS criticals will bypass your damage mitigation and will absolutely kill you. Those possum badges need a trigger warning. Yeah, absolutely. Possum badges are terrible to do. Hello there, Glater. I didn't finish my possum badges. Over things that noobs, what noobs can sell, like in your camp? Oh, you want to spend your caps and you want noobs to start selling stuff. So noobs don't really have too much stuff to sell for you. I don't know what they can sell that's useful endgame that you don't have. Definitely if they farm too many legendaries, those sell for script. The best strategy for the bosses is VATS. VATS criticals, that's what kills bosses. And for the new bosses, the best strategy is killing them simultaneously. All three of them. Oh, Brian, turning off Vissing didn't work for you? You mean modifying followed ini file, followed prefs file, or turning off in NVIDIA profile? So you need to do both. You need to switch I present interval to 0 in your followed prefs ini, and then switch off in NVIDIA setting. A muted sound, that's a bug. I don't know about workaround. If randomly the sound disappears, that's a known bug in Fallout 76. You cannot stack similar buffs. To answer your question, Chris, if you use, as you said, brain bombs first and then fungus soup, like brain fungus soup, the weaker buff will override your stronger one, so never do that. They will not stack, they will not both work, they will not extend duration or anything like that. The weaker one will override the stronger one, so never do that. It's the same with people saying that I should be using Nuka-Cola Cranberry. No, don't do that, because that overrides your way more powerful Cranberry Relish buff or Tasty Squirrel Stew buff for experience. So the weaker food, like food drink, is one category. So weaker buff applied after the stronger one will just override the stronger one. It's not as bad if you use the weaker one first and then override it with the stronger one. It's still waste of one food, but at least not as big of a waste. They do not stack, they will override. Food and drink is one category, which means if you try to use two things that do the same under food and drink, they will override whatever you use the last. What will stack, let's say you have intelligence buff from one food and you add other food with luck buff, yeah, those two will both work because those are different bonuses. I don't know anything about stamp reduction. The 8 stamps is the amount from pit expeditions. 15 stamps is from Atlantic City expeditions. Ultra-sight calibrated shocks, you need to kill a lot of Scourge Beasts and regular Scourge. Not everyone knows, but regular Scourge can drop it too. It's just very low chance. I mean, regular Scourge Beast, not Scourge, not those little guys. The big Scourge Beast. It doesn't need to be the boss. Anyone can drop a plan for Ultrasight. But the odds are so low that your best chance is buying from someone. Like trading some good weapons for your plan. Advice from Jesus is prayer and luck for this. Yeah, that's usually it takes years to unlock this plan for most people, so there is no good way. There is no good way to prevent getting staggered. You will not avoid getting staggered. The good news is you can only get staggered once per 10 seconds. So after you are staggered, you can run a little bit for 10 seconds. Yeah, you can benefit from pepperoni roll and deathclaw steak, as those are two different bonuses. Pepperoni roll is carry weight and deathclaw steak is strength. So those are two different bonuses. You can use them. And pneumatic mod there is for torso, but it's only makes stagger slightly shorter. It's not even really noticeable. This Pemicam Collector, I think, is for everyone, as there was no Fallout First tag on its name on the trailer. There is no benefit to doing any other expedition than the most sensational game if you are purely farming it for stamps. You can use altis if you are a carnivore, but for the default amount of bonus. They will not be doubled like for herbivores, but you can use any T. Yes, for one rare plan for Ultrasight, it's about 1k Scorchbeast Queen. or 10k regular Scourge Beasts. So it's crazy numbers. That's why I said you probably not unlock it anytime soon if you were unlucky so far. No, legendary vendor sale do not affect legendary modules. Don't use it. Always buy modules. So legendary vendor sale is a dead sale. It's only useful for new players. I already said about new season. I'm expecting this Tuesday. T65 is not worth getting if you already have Hellcat. In my opinion, Hellcat is better than T65. I know it's not popular opinion, and people are always getting upset wherever I'm saying that Hellcat is better, but that is my opinion, and I reserve my right to have opinion about power armors as I do, please. You have G-Sync monitor, so V-Sync must be on. It doesn't. I have G-Sync monitor and I can switch V-Sync off, G-Sync off, set it at fixed maximum refresh rate, everything will work perfectly fine. And Fallout 76 don't even natively support G-Sync, you can force it through NVIDIA tools, but result will vary. Oh, let me see if there's anything new on Fallout.com website. Forgot to check. No, last post is season 17 preview. So they didn't post any new. That's an additional queue that season is dropping on Tuesday. They drop preview. Normally, they in the article for the preview there would be a link to full reward list for season 17. There is no link for that, but my bet is they want to announce it all on Sunday. So when they will announce it on Sunday, they will update Fallout Seasons website, so everyone will be able to take a look on all new rewards, and they will announce that this will be dropping on Tuesday. That's my expectation still. And I'm not expecting them to confirm it before Sunday. What weakness Overgrown have? All expedition enemies are weak to dot damage over time. So you go with Cremator in there and you rule it. They have weakness to damage over time. With exception of expedition bosses, they do not share those weaknesses, but those are bosses, so they cannot be too weak. But regular enemies in all expeditions are weak to dot. By design or accidentally, I don't know, but Bethesda made them this way. Is Hellcat better than Union? For resistance, yes. Overall, no. I love Union because of poison resist and carry weight bonus. You cannot top it in my books. Union is my favorite. Maybe one day they will make better power armor, but I don't know. The only better would be if they give it poison resist and fire resist, then that would be better. Without that, I don't think they can top Union. I don't think new season will be 25th. It does not fit the schedule. And this season would be way too long if next is 25th. There is no use case for a Berserker outside of role playing. power armor type shouldn't affect the use of fusion cores. So I don't know how for you, Kitty Bear, it's like using it faster. I don't think that's even possible. You would need to try and measure the time with a jetpack running, how long a full fusion core will run in your power armor versus any other random power armor. It should be the same duration. If you already have T65, I wouldn't switch to Hellcat. The difference is small, that's true. There is no bad power armor, you need to remember that as well. I was running Excavator for years and it never failed me. It's considered the weakest power armor. Yeah, keep your modules for Union. Union should be fixed as soon as next update drops. We need a T76. That would be cool. Good one. Bethesda Xbox show is on Sunday. I don't remember the time. I will be probably watching on the go, as that's my weekend with my little one. So I will not be restreaming the Xbox show. I will be watching it myself though. Oh, and did you watch? I forgot to ask. There was not too much interest when I posted about it on X, but did you watch the Starship flight? That was epic. And I'm not being paid, I'm not advertising Starship, I'm just a big fan of space. And did you see what has happened? If you didn't watch it, find like rebroadcast or something, or at least like, it was so epic. The flight up and return. The return, that was the first footage ever. Live footage of spaceship returning to Earth. That was basically uninterrupted. There was like couple seconds when connection was dropping, but outside of that, it was continuous connection. All layers of atmosphere, you were able to see the starship crossing. And effects. For extra fun, lost a flap. It burned. It burned. That was so epic, and still landed in ocean. I'm saying landed intentionally. It did not crash. It stopped before gently splashing into the ocean. So it somehow managed to do everything it was scheduled there. And I was trying to talk with some people about it, but no one shares my passion. I don't know why. I'm still trying to comprehend how you can not care about Starship going into orbit and returning. I don't know. How can you just not care? Okay, let me go back to the chat. I just wanted to share my excitement with someone, and there's 300 people watching, so I was just hoping there will be someone who cares. Like me. I'm a big Trekkie, so I'm Star Trek fan, so therefore, like, yeah, we need starships to have the future anything like in Star Trek. It sink. It was planned to sink. I don't know if anyone had footage afterwards, because after splashdown and water, the connection dropped. Could you get a full set of unyielding CE set with weapon reduction with Fixer? Yeah, why not? Of course, everything works well with Fixer, and weapon reduction is awesome. The point is getting unyielding and weapon reduction, that's a lot of modules. That's a lot of modules. It's possible. You can get it. That's a lot of farming. Would I still agree about quad best for DPS? Yes, but that's for commando weapons that do need a higher mic capacity. It does not apply for every weapon. Some weapons already have crazy high ammo capacity, most heavy guns, so quad is not the best anymore for those. But for commando, with limited ammo capacity, yes, quad is the best. Is there anywhere you can watch Return to Earth? Yes, it's available on X. It's available on X. I was reposting from the official account, SpaceX account. That they have all those videos there. Oh, Chris Manes, thank you a lot for joining Turtles Army. Welcome, and may the shell be with you, Chris. Thank you. I should play Star Citizen. Yeah, I heard about this game. But it's still supposedly in development. Movie failure is not an option. That's the title. I can check it. Did I watch it or not? (2003) movie. Did I watch it? I'm not sure. We'll check that later. Does weapon reduction turret start stack? Yes, up to 90%. And 90% is cap. You cannot get more than 90% weapon reduction. Or any weight reduction. So with full set of armor, 5 pieces with weapon weight reduction, you no longer need any pegs that reduce a weapon weight or anything like that. As you will be at the cap for all weapons. The best roll for single action revolver? Probably blooded. And depend how you use it, I'm assuming in watts. So blooded crit damage, faster reload, something like that. Two-shot Fatman? Yeah, it's very powerful. It's blinding for other players, that's the biggest downside of it. Oh, it's a documentary. Okay, I should probably check it. I watched some documentaries about NASA space missions. And I don't know if it's true, but I saw someone posting about the fall of Jedi movies. Supposedly, I don't know if it's true, but it's looked like a real footage from the movie. I don't know if anyone has Disney Plus. I currently don't. But it's looked like they have a fire on the outside of the spaceship in latest Jedi series. And I hope it's not true, but it was looking like a scene from the movie with a fire on outside of a spaceship. Like a regular fire, not like chemical fire, not like explosion. No, just fire in space. Someone saying it's true. So that's probably too much for me. As I usually go easy on lack of physics in space and so on and so forth, but there is probably a limit. If there is a fire, or if people can just put hammocks outside in space and relax, that's too much. Okay, that will be everything for today's Turtlecast. So thank you a lot for being here. And now we'll be heading to do some daily challenges with members on Member Hangout. So if your name is green, if you are supporting the channel financially, feel free to join. If you want to, it's not like a mandatory activity for Turtles Army, just optional one. And for everyone else, hopefully, see you tomorrow. Have an amazing weekend. And good luck grinding for those legendaries. And hopefully next week update. We'll see. That's my prediction. Bye everyone. See you.